Alright, sports fans, I believe we are live. Let me just check that out really quickly. And also pull up the comments. Yes, we are live. So let me just pull up these comments. Give me 1 second. So we've got the Breakers and the Gamblers today. If you have a prediction for this game, make sure to put it in the comments below. Or comments... Well, it depends where you're watching. If you're watching on a computer, to your left. Otherwise, below. Alright, so I got to the comments. Now, I'm going to put a poll out in the comments of who you think will win. Who will win? Breakers, Gamblers. So I do think there's going to be some, like, rested starters for the Breakers, because they've already clinched a playoff spot. And the inactives should have been announced already, so... Well, yeah, it's 7 minutes before game time. So, let me just check those inactives for you guys. Yeah, definitely resting some starters. Alright, so vote on that poll if you haven't already. Of who you think will win. I've got the Breakers in this one, even though I do think they're going to rest starters. It's kind of confirmed because you've got inactives against the Gamblers for the Breakers. You've got wide receiver Sean Poindexter. I think he was battling an injury as well. Let me just check really quickly. Yeah, Poindexter was questionable. Let me get back to those inactives. Alright. Wide receiver Marcus McLean. Quarterback Kyle Sloter. So, he is listed questionable with a knee injury. I also believe it is rest for Sloter as well. Alright, we've got running back Larry Rose III. Cornerback Keith Washington. Linebacker Gerard Fernandez. Offensive lineman Torrey Boyd. Defensive end Davin Bellamy. Tight end Justin Alexander Johnson. And nose tackle Camilo Tongamoa. Hopefully I said his name correctly. I'm pretty sure I did not, but if I did, great. If not, sorry. And glad to get to the Gamblers inactives. Inactives for the Gamblers. The Gamblers shouldn't really have anyone inactive. I mean, it's their final game. They have no playoff spots. So yeah, like the big names for the Gamblers, I don't really see inactive at all. It's got running back Dylan Dawkins, wide receiver Tyler Simmons, cornerback Jerry Cantev, defensive end Isaiah Chambers, inside linebacker Beniquez Brown. Hopefully I said his name correctly. Offensive guard Eric Browne, Andrew Ankara. I'm pretty sure I said that one wrong. He's the defensive end. Braxton Webb, offensive lineman. Oh boy, that's a tough name. Josh Peterson, a tight end, and I'm not gonna even say his name, but a nose tackle, a defensive tackle. Sorry. All right, so if you have a score, if you have a score prediction, make sure to put that in the comments below. Or I just keep saying comments below. Make sure to put it in the comments. I don't actually remember what I said as my score prediction. But this is the final game of the USFL regular season. The playoffs are next week with the championship game. I thought it was July 2nd, a Saturday, but apparently it's July 3rd. Yeah, it's alright, July 3rd at 7:30. Okay. I always thought it was July 2nd. I don't know why. Alright, so, I don't remember what I said as my score prediction. But if I have to go again based off seeing the inactives, I would go, I think may have said like 21-16 or something like that. But, yeah, that's what I'll go with. 21-16. And also, happy Father's Day. If there's any fathers out there watching, happy Father's Day. So, game should be starting rather soon. Um, Alright, here we are. USFL regular season finale. Once again, it looks like the stands is just about empty. We've got the 2-7 Gamblers going up against the 6-3 Breakers. Shea Patterson is active for the first time as a Breaker ever since being waived by the team that selected him number 1 overall, the Panthers. And he was then, that day, claimed by the Breakers. So quarterbacks for the Breakers today will be Zach Smith, who was the quarterback they selected in round 12 of the initial USFL draft, and now also Patterson, as starting quarterback Kyle Slaughter is inactive. So make sure to vote on that poll if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments if you have a score prediction. Going 21-16 in favor of the Breakers. Let me just pull up these. Oh no. Pull up these not comments really quick. The team rosters in case there's a player I don't know. So far, everyone said the Breakers. I also agree. We've got the Breakers getting the win here in the regular season finale for the USFL. Alright, let me see. Let me pull up these rosters really quickly. So it should be starting soon. It's at 8:30. It is currently 8:31. So let me know if you have a score prediction or if you think a player will do really, really well. I think that the Breakers should go with Shea Patterson at quarterback. See what he can do in your offense. He wasn't amazing in the Michigan Panthers offense, but maybe he'll be good in the Breakers offense. Who knows? Oh, I wonder if quarterback Clayton Thorson is playing for the Gamblers. Let me check. I didn't say him on the inactives, but I'm not sure. So it seems like right after this commercial break, they're going to be starting the game. Alright, Gamblers, here we are. 1 second. So I didn't list him on the inactives list, but he'd been out for a while with what was it, like a knee injury, I believe? Some kind of lower body injury. Game status. He wasn't on the injury report either. They didn't have any. Did he play? Oh, no, he didn't play last week. Hmm. Alright, I have no idea if Clayton Thorson is playing or not. Let's see if he's in the game when they start. I mean, they're also 4 minutes late, so they've done is show warm-ups and run a few commercials. Hey, another commercial. Alright, so, going Breakers 21-16. If you guys have a score prediction, make sure to let me know in the comments. Comparing them statistically, the Breakers are better in about every category. So points per game, you've got the Breakers with scoring 21.4, while the Gamblers score 19.6. The pass yards per game, Breakers 204.1. Gamblers just about 150, slightly under 149.6. 120 rushing yards per game for the Breakers, 90.6 for the Gamblers. And defensively, 16 points allowed for the Breakers, 22.8 for the Gamblers. They did have the worst defense in the league at one point. Not sure if they still do. Opponent passing yards per game, 172.7 for the Breakers, 211.8 for the Gamblers, and opponent rushing yards, 115.9 for the Breakers, and 134.1 for the Gamblers. Alright, they've got clear weather, 83 degrees, about 40% humidity, and 8-mile-an-hour winds. Sounds like a very, very nice day for football. If Clayton Thorson is inactive, backup quarterback Terry Wilson will be the well, technically third stringer will be the backup today. Alright, so,
New home? Let's.
the Breakers, Gamblers last week defeated the Stallions to hand them their first loss of the season. It also snapped the Gamblers' 7-game losing streak, I believe it was. Pre-game betting odds: Breakers 3-point favorites, over/under set at 40.5, and JoJo Ward back deep to receive. I'm going to end this poll right now. If you haven't voted, just let me know in the comments. Since the Breakers already have a playoff spot, are they resting many players? So quarterback Kyle Slaughter is inactive, listed as a knee injury. I don't think it's a knee injury. I think it's more of a rest, but he was a little banged up last week. So Gamblers get the ball first. Let's see how... Oh, 1 second. Gotta put all this up. I know the screen looked strange. Gamblers, Breakers. Whoops. Dang, I did it again. Gamblers ball. Here we go. So it is Kenji Bahar at quarterback for the Gamblers. 1st and 10. Quick throw out to number 14. I've not done a lot of Gamblers. I believe this is only the second game I did. So I'm not completely familiar with their roster. Number 14, that is Tio Redding, wide receiver out of Bowling Green. That's going to now bring up 2nd and 10. I will probably forget to change this, so you guys can either remind me to change it, or I can just forget to change it. Here's back to Redding. I don't know how he got the ball, but looks like he got a first down, let's see. And for some reason, they don't have the clock appearing. It just says first. Okay, so another first down. So 1st and 10. But just so you guys know, there is about... Oh, here we go. We got the clock back up. We've got 13:30 left. 1st and 10, a little bit over. Number 86 looks like a tight end in motion. Here's a toss to running back. Don't know who their backup running back is. Number 12. Let me check who that is. Number 12. That is Deval Welly. Hopefully I said his name correctly. So now we got 2nd and 7. 1 second, let me change this. Here's Bahar under pressure and sacked. That is not Davin Bellamy. That is Saint Amour. Don't know what his first name is. Henri Saint Amour, a 25-year-old defensive end. Kenji Bahar almost lost the football there. We got USFL drone cam of the sack. So now we got 3rd and 17, a full loss of 10 yards there. And delay a game, so now that's going to bring them back even further. to 3rd and 22. They did not convert a single third down last week against Birmingham. In fact, in their last 3 games, I think it said they were like 3 for 29 or something like that. So not a very good third down team. 3rd and 22. Bahar escapes the pressure, rolls out right, directs traffic, and just throws it away. And it's going to bring up 4th and 22. And the Gamblers will punt this ball away. Or you would think you wouldn't expect them to go for it on 4th and 22 unless you have to. And I'm just checking the community tab of my channel where you guys can go to vote on USFL games and stuff like that. So 67% said the Breakers, 33% said the Gamblers. Beautiful punt there, down at the 3 or 4 yard line, as the Breakers get the ball for the first time, as they have it deep in their own territory. So, very uneventful first drive for the Gamblers. They got a first down, and that's about it. Totals, Bahar 1 for 2 for no yards. Whaley, a carry for 3 yards, and T.O. Redding, 2 catches for 10 yards on 2 targets. Wait, how does he have no yards? Wait, tell me how this makes sense. How is the quarterback thrown for no yards when the receivers got 2 for 10? That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. Maybe are they counting total passing yards? This still doesn't make sense because that doesn't go against a quarterback. That's just passing yards as a team. It averages out to 0 because of the 10-yard sack. But he should have 10 passing yards, not 0, correct? Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but I believe that is how it should be. Passing yards 0 is correct. But they also didn't... Wait, what? I'm very confused right now. Oh, I'm confused. I think they have some of their stats messed up. Somebody also tell Fox to fix their stats. And it is Zach Smith at quarterback. Was probable on the injury report with a shoulder injury, as he's on to start the game at quarterback for the Breakers. Here's a give up the middle to Jordan Ellis. And doesn't get any yards. Actually, they're going to give him 1. To bring up 2nd and 9. I'm not sure if you guys have seen my thoughts on the all USFL team. I think Jordan Ellis was snubbed, intercepted, and that's going to get brought back for a pick 6. Number 15 on the defense, that is Donald Payne, another all USFL player. And the Gamblers get on the board first. It's their defense. Picks off Zach Smith. Didn't look like a good throw. Throw into coverage anyway. And they take the early 6-0 lead. He just didn't see the linebacker there. Was looking for Jonathan Adams on the slant and just threw it right to him. I have 2 ball markers up. And the extra point, up and good. To make this one 7-0 Gamblers. I mean, that was just like the worst possible read he could have made. But, going back to the all-USFL team with Jordan Ellis, I think he was snubbed. He's the leading rusher in the USFL, where he was heading into this week. But, he's the leading rusher. No, technically he's not anymore. Trey Williams, after he had a fantastic outing. Oh. Jordan Ellis needs 15 yards to become the leading rusher again. I think we'll do it. Going into this week, he was first in rushing, and he was not named to the All-USFL team. Instead, it was Darius Victor and Reggie Corbin. I think Victor deserved to be on there. Corbin, not so much yet. He was very, very inconsistent. Good game, bad game, bad game. Didn't even play. Had like 2 carries next week. Then another good game. 519 yards for Corbin. I think Jordan Ellis deserved to be on that list more than Reggie Corbin. But as I look at the rushing yard leaders, this just goes to show you how good the Generals' rushing attack is. They have two players, 2 running backs on this list, and numbers 1 and 2. Trey Williams, 579 carries. Rushing yards, that would be a lot of carries. And Darius Victor, 577 rushing yards. Both averaging north of 4.5 yards per carry. Alright, back to this. But, that is just a really, really good 1-2 punch they have at running back. Alright, Nick Vogel to kick it away. And the Gamblers kick the ball back to the Breakers. And it is into the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the goal of the rule of kicking at the 25-yard line instead of the 35 was to almost prevent touchbacks. We've seen a lot more touchbacks than you would think. Linebacker Donald Payne, 108 tackles, 2 sacks, 3 interceptions. Only player with more than 100 tackles. Zach Smith is back at quarterback for the Breakers after his interception. Anthony Jones and Johnny Dixon, a wide receiver. Jones is a running back. Accompany him in the backfield. Here's Zach Smith under pressure, and he'll go down. Couldn't tell who that was. Number 52, that is Davis. Don't know who that is. Dominique Davis, a defensive tackle. Got to Zach Smith. And the Gamblers also have sack leader Chris Odom, who I believe was also winning that play. False start there on the Breakers. That was like the worst possible false start possible. Oh, I just realized I never changed that down in distance. So now it's 2nd and 14, right? 2nd and 16. Oh, come on. Sorry, I'm just messing up every way possible on that right now. I put like second percent. No, I just did a whole bunch of weird things. All right. Here we go. Second and 16, 9:45 remaining in the first quarter. Here's a gift to Anthony Jones, who's stopped in the backfield. Um, think about this right now. There's Dominique Davis again. A flag is down. A white flag after the play. But that will give the Breakers a first down, as Dominique Davis gets a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty to give the Breakers a first down, and that is the most they've moved the ball yet. Here's a 2-yard run, improving. Okay, maybe 3. Bring up second and 7. But before that, they had negative plays. Oh, they're actually getting 4 on that. I think I'd mark that as 3. But second and 6. Here's quick pass out to tight end Sal Cannella, and he's going to power his way forward up to the 39-yard line. Let's bring up third and short, 3rd and 3. Look like it was an RPO there, with the give to Jones inside, and also Cannella on like the little bubble screen. Here's Smith. That was horrible. All right, get this guy out of here. Intended for Sal Cannella, again intercepted by the Gamblers on 3rd and 3. Was this ball tipped? No, not tipped, just a really bad throw. Okay, now I see why Zach Smith is the backup. He's horrible. No offense to you, Zach Smith. Where's Shea Patterson? But that was not a good interception at all. He found the open receiver in Sal Cannella, but just... So, like, that one was the correct read, just not... good ball placement. I mean... So he had an open receiver and just threw it right to the defender. Zach Smith knows he's wearing white, right? He's the white and blue. Because so far he's thrown to the other team. So now the Gamblers look to add to their lead as they get the football back. Sorry, if you guys saw me look down, it's because I just spilled a whole bunch of water. I don't even know how. I guess I kept tipping it while I took it away from my mouth, so... Yeah. So 2 big defensive plays by the Gamblers. 2 interceptions. Alright, so we've got... Alright, they're talking about Taiwan Taylor for some reason, not sure why. But 1st and 10 at their own 48. Great starting field position for the Gamblers after the interception. Here's a quick throw out to number 1. I don't know who that is. Just dancing behind the line of scrimmage. That is actually Isaiah Zuber, number 1. And he's going to go down for a loss of 2 for 2nd and 12. Second and 12. Here's Kenji Bahar to throw, taking a deep shot down the field for Anthony Ratliff-Williams, and just overthrew just a little too far. They were showing drone cam there. I mean, it's not a horrible idea. I just don't like it right there. I prefer to see it from the normal overhead view, just out of the reach. Otherwise, if you had a step, probably would have been a big play. Well, would have been a big play. 3rd and 12, offside, some kind of pre-snap penalty. False start. That's going to back him up to 3rd and 17. So 3rd and 17 now for the Gamblers. Haven't seen Mark Thompson yet. I believe he's active for this game. He is one of the best running backs in the USFL. Here's Bahar. Outside, there's going to say he is inbounds, out of bounds, not sure. They're going to say he's out of bounds, incomplete. Let's bring up 4th and 17. Let's get a second look at this. I don't know. If he got the feet down, the ball was secure. Alright, they're not going to take a look at that. Here's a punt down to Johnny Dixon. Fields inside his own 10-yard line, and he's going to good return up to about the 18-yard line. So, who comes in at quarterback for the Breakers right now? Should it be Zach Smith, who's thrown 2 interceptions? One was a bad read, one was just a bad pass. Or Shea Patterson, who we've never seen play in the Breakers offense yet. So, I think Shea Patterson should come in. I think he should have started. I think he's a little bit better than Zach Smith in the first place. And especially because Zach Smith was a little banged up coming in. He had a shoulder injury. He played through it a little bit last week, I believe. And now, so I thought he should have been the starter originally. Yeah, but Shea Patterson's last game he played in was week 6. I believe that is correct. Let me check, because I know he was on the Breakers when they played the Panthers. It was like the Panthers waived him, and then that week, yeah, the last game he's played is week 6 against the Mauler. No. Dang it. But, yeah, week 6 was the last game Shea Patterson has played. Here is Zach Smith going to keep it. Wow, he took a hit after there. Zach Smith still in the game at quarterback. On a little read option right there. And he is going to get a 3-yard gain for 2nd and 7. Zach Smith 1 for 3, 4 yards, 2 interceptions. He's going to run with this one and slide after another gain of 3 to bring up 3rd and 4. So I think they could run the ball here. I mean, they haven't thrown the ball very well at all so far. They are going to throw it here. And hit as he throws. That one's at the feet of number 21. Don't know who that is. Running back Urza Gray is number 21. He got hit as he threw it. And that one was at the feet of him. And on 4th and 4, the Breakers will punt it away. This kick is fielded by Will Likely and called a fair catch at 26-yard line. So now, Gambour's offense getting another chance. As they haven't really been efficient or good at all. The only points they have is from the pick 6, which they had in the Breakers' first drive. But otherwise, offensively for the Gambour is not much. A total of 11 yards, 8 passing yards, 3 rushing yards. So not very impressive for the Gambours. They still haven't fixed their stats. They have 8 passing yards, like for the quarterback Kenji Bahar. Yet somehow Tio Redding has 2 catches for 10 yards. Next week, you've got the USFL playoffs with the Generals and Stars in the North Division semifinal. And in the South semifinal, you've got the Stallions against this team, the Breakers. First and 10 for the Gamblers. Here's a run with... here's number 29. I don't know who that is. But anyway, good gain there. Gain of 7 to bring up the 2nd and 3. Second and 3. Wow, that was like the greatest play call possible against that blitz. Number 29 is LeMay. Benny LeMay, running back. I guess Mark Thompson's not playing today. It looked like the Breakers were going to stop that for negative yardage. Good job to find the open space there, make a man miss, and pick up a first down for the Gamblers. Here's right back to LeMay. This time swung down after 2 yards, but gets up and starts running again. There's Henri St. Amour bringing him down again. Had a sack on their first drive. .240 remaining in the first quarter. Second and 8. Here's right back to Benny LeMay again. And he's going to fight forward and get it across midfield to bring up a third and about 3 or 4. I'll call it 3rd and 4, but I'm not sure what they're going to call it. They're going to call it 3rd and 3, of course. Whenever I say I'm not sure what they're going to call it, and I'll say I'm going to go with like this, like in this case 3rd and 4. Of course, they mark it as 3rd and 3. Maybe they're watching my live stream and they're like, hey, he put it as 3rd and 4. We're going to put it as 3rd and 3. Alright, 3rd and 3. Benny LeMay, 4 carries, 27 yards this drive. 3rd and 3, just got the snap off to play clock hit 0, and that one is over the head of the intended receiver. That was number 12. That is Deval Welly. So let's see what they're going to do here. It is now 4th and 3. They are going to punt from the Breakers 38. Here's a fair catch called for at its own 16-yard line by Johnny Dixon. As the passing yard leaders are Jordan Tiamu became the first quarterback to throw for over 2,000 yards, as he's at 2,015. Kyle Slaughter at about 1,800, but that's going to stay right where it is as he's not playing today. Here is Shea Patterson for the first time here, as he finds Jonathan Adams while he's on the move to bring up a second, and I'm going to call that 2nd and 6. There is a flag down on the field. Also, when we change this ball marker, sorry about that. But that'll come back to be, what, 1st and 15, I think. As there was an ineligible receiver down the field. Here's Shea Patterson in his first appearance with the Breakers. Wait, what's... What's the down? First and 15, that's what I thought. Like, I meant, what was the yardage there? Here is Patterson to throw, escapes the pressure, and just throws that one away. As he was being chased by 3 breaker defenders, Gambler defenders there. They are discussing this for intentional grounding. And they are going to put that intentional grounding. So that's going to put him back second, and because intentional grounding, you lose the down. Let's see, where did this one occur? It was when he got rid of the ball. So at his own 4-yard line. I don't remember where they were. Maybe his own 5-yard line. What's this going to be? Second and 23? Hey, I guessed it correctly. Second and 23. Here's Anthony Jones on the ground for the first time this drive. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line. Ball came out at the end, but he was definitely down. As that was also the final play of quarter number 1. As that brings up third and... well, they have to go walk to the other side of the field. As at the end of the quarter, you switch. That's going to bring up, what, 3rd and 19? 3rd and 18? Alright, let's see. 3rd and 17. Lost connection there for 1 second. Alright, so we got... I'm sorry, you couldn't see, my head was blocking it. 3rd and 17. So a very unsuccessful drive for the Breakers as of this moment. 2 plays, -7 yards. And it's taken a total of 1 minute and 4 seconds. So, we approach the second quarter as the Gamblers with the 7-0 lead over the Breakers. Neither offense has really been able to move the ball at all. Because when you compare their stats, really, really bad offensively. Total of 37 total yards. Combined for both teams so far. So, obviously, not ideal. Um, 9 total yards for the Breakers, 28 for the Gamblers. Neither obviously very good. I mean, keep in mind the Breakers are also not playing with their starting quarterback. Kyle Sloter is out with a knee injury / rest, is what I'm officially calling it. 3rd and 15. Here is Shea Patterson. It is a screen pass to Anthony Jones, and didn't really have anywhere to go once he got the ball. As it's going to bring up a 4th and... let's see. Um, 4th and 12, maybe? Let's see. What are they calling it? They're just calling it 4th down, okay. 4th and 11. Why can they never agree? As that punt goes out of bounds at the the Breakers 40-something yard one. 46, I think it was. And the Breakers, Gamblers offense back onto the field. As they've got a 1st and 10 here. Here's a toss play to Benny, I forget his name. Benny LeMay. There is a flag down the play. Oh, I forgot to change the down and distance. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if I can see anything here. Probably happened already because I did see they slowed it down. Oh, wow. 1st and 25. Maybe a chop block or something like that. So 1st and 25. I didn't see the penalty. So 1st and 25 for the Gamblers. Here's Bahar under pressure and sacked back at the 32-yard line. That is going to bring up 2nd and... I'm not sure what it is. Let's see. 2nd. Why does this thing just say end of 1st? 2nd and 33. There we go. So I would just run the ball here, try to get... Okay, they're going to throw the ball. Nope. Alright, screen. Same thing. Here's Benny LeMay. And going to get up to the 46-yard line is officially where they're going to mark it. As it's going to bring up a 3rd and 20. So 3rd and 20, again, I wouldn't expect them to do anything too risky here. They're about midfield, 4 yards shy of midfield. 3rd and 20. Bahar rolling out right, throwing to LeMay. And he's going to get about 6. To bring up 4th and 14. Yep, 4th and 14. As the Breakers going to get the ball back. Looked like a line drive punt off of his foot. Ended up being a good punt. Fair caught at his own 4-yard line by Johnny Dixon. Next week, we got the USFL playoffs. As I mentioned them before, my predictions for them will come out, as usual, on about Thursday or Friday. And then, instead of having just one watch party that day on Saturday, next Saturday, so 6 days from today, this is Sunday, we'll have a watch party for both, because they're both very important games. Two biggest of the season so far. They're officially marking it at their own 5-yard line. Looks like he caught it at his own 4. So, forget what I was saying. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. We're showing Breakers tight end Sal Cannella. His 33 catches for 386 yards lead all tight ends in the USFL. First and 10 to throw in 5. Can't tell who that is at quarterback. Looks like Shea Patterson, but I'm not sure. Yep, that is Shea Patterson. Here's a give to Jordan Ellis, who gets forward for about 2 yards. Bring up a 2nd down and 8. And of course, they're going to mark that as 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7, 11 minutes left in the second quarter. Here's another run with Jordan Ellis, this time getting a little bit more than 2, or 3, whatever they gave him. And this time, it takes it 1 yard shy of the first down marker to bring up a 3rd and 1. Third and 1, here's a quick pass out to Sal Cannella, unable to break a tackle. Stretches forward, but still going to be short of the line to gain, as he's going to come up with a 4th and 1. So, from their own 14-yard line, and the punter standing in his end zone, they will kick it away to the Breakers will kick it away to the Gamblers. And that one goes out of bounds. Not a good punt. The 44-yard line of the Breakers. So great starting field position for the Gamblers. So, the Gamblers need to do something offensively, as they haven't really done anything aside from just nothing. One second, let me just check this really quickly. If you guys have anything, like any questions for you about the game or anything like that, commercial is a good time to do it. Alright, 1st and 10. Here is Mark Thompson in the game as running back for the first time, but Kenji Bahar keeps it on the read option. Oops, sorry, just lost connection again. So we've now got a 2nd and 7. Sorry, 1 second. Alright, here we go. Alright, second. Oh, I just missed what happened. 3rd and 3. Sorry. 3rd and 3. So 3rd and 3. Here is a run with, I don't know who that is, but a good run. That maybe Benny LeMay. Anyway, good running by whoever number 29 is to get a Houston Gamblers first down. Definitely their best. Yeah, that was Benny LeMay. Best offensive play as he found the right lane to cut back. I'm not sure if that was a designed counter play or if that was supposed to go run left, but 1st and 10. Here is right back to Benny LeMay. This time nowhere to go. Couldn't figure out if he should go to the left or right of his tight end. But instead got no gain to bring up 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 after a run for no gain. Play clock hit 0, but they got the snap off just in time. Under pressure, Bahar just gets the throw off and throws it out of bounds to bring up a 3rd and 10. The most sacks allowed in the last 3 weeks have gone to the Gamblers. I know the Stars started off with a horrible offensive line. That's part of the reason Brian Scott got hurt, who was their starting quarterback to start the season, because he just got hit way too many times. Here's LeMay taking a pass. No, yes, that is Benny LeMay. It's going to bring up 4th and 5. They're on field goal range. They have a pretty good field goal kicker, Nick Vogel. So I would imagine they will kick it, as they are going to kick the field goal. 4th and 4, actually. I said 4th and 3. 35-yard field goal attempt on 4th and 4 for the Gamblers. To make this a 2-possession game, he's made 5 50-plus yard field goals. Nick Vogel, that is the Gamblers kicker, which is the most in the USFL, and he gets this one inside the right upright, as the Gamblers take a 10-0 lead. So that was definitely the best offensive possession for the Gamblers, and it was really just one big play. I mean, it wasn't even a huge play. Let me check what it was. It was a 15-yard carry by Benny LeMay, which I believe is the longest offensive play either team has had. So defenses have really ruled this game so far, as we've only got 10 points scored in total. Also, I'm just checking defensive stats. The Breakers have the best defense in terms of points allowed. The Panthers have the worst. Gamblers have improved. In terms of points allowed per game, yep, it's the Breakers. Yardage allowed per game, the Gamblers give up the most. Breakers at number 3. The Breakers, Gamblers, and Generals all among top defenses. Alright, so, and the defense with the most sacks is the Stallions, Stars, and Gamblers, and Chris Odom, I know, has 11 sacks, so he accounts for, oh, there's Clayton Thorson over there on the sideline, with a cast, or whatever that is, in his arm. Looks like a brace with a cast, I'm not sure what that is. That is the reason Kenji Bahar is at quarterback for the Gamblers. Got to change the ball marker. Give me a second. Here's number 20. Oh, big hit. Oh, wow. He's still on his feet. If he could have broke that tackle, he's probably gone. because he got drilled on that kick return, but popped up after that hit without going down. And then he was also almost able to break a tackle. Here is Zach Smith back in at quarterback through a jet like touch pass to Urza Gray, I believe his name. He's their kick returner and apparently uses a slot receiver. Is officially listed as a running back. Second and 5. Here is Anthony Jones, not really getting anything. Maybe got a yard or two. Oh, sorry, 3rd and 3. Championship odds entering week 10. The Stallions to best, then Generals, then Breakers, then Stars. Here's Zach Smith firing another not accurate pass intended for tight end E.J. Bibbs. And that's going to bring up 4th and 3. That just perfectly explains how Zach Smith's night at the quarterback position has gone. Just inaccurate pass after inaccurate pass after inaccurate pass. I feel like the Breakers can use this game to not only just get some rest for Kyle Sloter, but with the 2 backup quarterbacks playing, to figure out who's their true number 2 quarterback, if it's Shea Patterson or if it's Zach Smith. Here's Will Likely fielding it on a few hops before scampering out of bounds. The first completed pass and first touchdown, both by the Generals. They're showing all season of first. The first defensive touchdown was Vontae Diggs of the Breakers. First overtime win was the Breakers, and the first return touchdown was Kavontae Turpin last week. Punt return touchdown for the Generals, and let me also change just to 1st and 10. And the title they have on there is a season of firsts. Also, how about the first season in like 50 years? Here's Anthony Ratliff Williams on a touch pass and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Not really anything else. To bring up a 2nd and 10. Second and 9, only 4 seconds left. They're going to call a timeout here. Yep, called a timeout. As play clock is winding down. It's actually 2nd and 9 is what they're going to officially mark it as. So the first time out of the game is called with 3:39 remaining in the second half. Second quarter, sorry. I feel like even though Kenji Bahar wasn't the starting quarterback for the Gamblers, he's really not that bad. I mean, let me check out his official stats. But 441 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. So I mean, not horrible, not amazing. Here's Bahar over the middle. There's an open receiver. That is number 16. Let me check who that is now. Number 16. That is Tyler Palka, a wide receiver. And I don't know if they're gonna mark that as a first down. If it seemed, yeah, 3rd and 1. That's what I thought. 3rd and 1. But they just give it to, I believe that is Dylan Dawkins, number 12. No, sorry, that is Whaley. And he picks up the first down anyway. Who will win according to me? My pregame prediction was the Breakers 21-16. So far neither team's really been able to move the ball. But there's a nice pass from Bahar to pick up another first down to Palka. My pregame prediction was the Breakers after seeing them play for roughly a half at the moment. I would have to go with the Gamblers. Breakers are also resting a few starters. They've officially clinched a playoff spot, and this is the last week of the regular season. So, yeah, that's who will win according to me, as this play should not count, as look like the clock hit 2 minutes. But there's Tio Redding with his 3rd catch of the game. Alright, let me check that real quick. I don't think that play should have counted. I think they're probably gonna let it. Yeah, okay, they officially marked it as the snap was with 2:01 remaining. Oh, you just bet on the Breakers? Well, defensively they've looked good. Offensively, not really. I think they can figure it out. Really, they need to, like, quarterback. They're playing with backup quarterbacks because they're resting starting quarterback Kyle Slaughter, as he is. They have him listed as a knee injury, but I think it's more of they have him out because of a knee injury, but I think it's more of resting him for the playoffs, as he's battled a few injuries this season, and so it's a combination of rest and a knee injury that's keeping him out. So they're playing with backup quarterbacks Shea Patterson and Zach Smith. So 10-0 Gamblers, as another drive where they're moving the ball rather well. Here's play action pass. Bahar looks for the end zone. Nice coverage to knock that ball away by, I can't tell who that is, of the Breakers. He had it for a second, but then great job by whoever that defensive back was right there to knock it away. He was looking for a flag, but I mean, maybe he got there like slightly early. I don't really think there was a flag there though. Good no call. Here's Whaley, who spins out of a tackle, and it's gonna bring up 3rd down. Oh, sorry, I forgot to change that to 2nd down. So now we got 3rd and what is that? 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, of course. 3rd and 5. minute and 20 seconds remain in the first half. At the Breakers' 13-yard line. Wow, this guy got hit as soon as he got the ball. There's Vontae Diggs, a linebacker safety hybrid for the Breakers. And that's a loss of 5 to bring up 4th and 10. Good luck. Keep doing this. Thank you. You're gonna sleep? Okay, hope you have a good sleep. Thank you for the encouragement as well. And I hope to see you in the future. Alright, so we got a 4th and 10 field goal attempt as the Gamblers just called a timeout. No, 36-yard field goal attempt, sorry. On 4th and 10. "34 seconds remaining in the first half. Nick Vogel has made a field goal already. This one from 36. I believe the one he made was from 35 yards. We got 4th and 10. This kick is up and good. And the Gamblers take a 13-point lead. In almost, not quite into the locker room, but almost. So, they do have to still kick off and stuff like that. Let me check the amount of time remaining. 34 seconds. So 29 seconds left. As that is a line drive kick into the end zone. So 29 seconds remaining. 1st and 10. I would imagine. Well, the Breakers do have 3 timeouts, but only 29 seconds. You are down 13, so I would try to potentially put something together. Let me know what you guys would do in the comments. Shea Patterson comes in at quarterback. Lining up in the shotgun formation. And it is going to be a handoff to Jordan Ellis, who with some good running gets to the... Bring it up. Gets 8 yards to bring up 2nd and 2. And they are probably going to run one more play. Here's Ellis, this time stopped in the backfield. That brings us to halftime. So the Gamblers lead this one 13-0 at the half. So, at the half, Gamblers up 13-10. And I'm going to put out a poll in the chat or comments, whatever you want to call it. Gamblers up 13-0. I may have said 13-10 before. If I did, sorry. At the half. Alright, sorry, I'm saying everything out loud. But just let me know who wins. And as I do at halftime of every game I do a live watch party for like this, I'm going to go take a very, very short break while you guys vote on that poll. So don't go anywhere, vote on that poll, and I will see you guys in 1 second. Alright, we are back. Thank you everyone for staying with us. Alright, so make sure to vote on the poll if you haven't already. 75% say the Gamblers, 25% say the Breakers. After seeing how each team played in the first half, I would have to go with the Gamblers. I mean, how could you not? They've got the lead here, 13-0, pitching a shutout so far. So, but my updated score prediction, I don't think it's going to be a shutout. I think the Breakers will find a way to put some points on the board. I'm going to go 19-6 is my final score prediction. 19-6 Gamblers over the Breakers. Alright, so if you guys have an updated score prediction, let me know in the comments. My updated score prediction is 17... What did I say? No, 19-6 in favor of the Gamblers, so my vote would go... I can't vote on my own poll, but my vote would go to the Gamblers. And, so I understand that the Breakers are trying to figure out their true backup quarterback and just trying to look semi-decent today. But I feel like the best way to do that is to stick with one quarterback, unless one has been really, really bad. Like, say Shea Patterson comes out to start the second half, and he looks like Zach Smith did to start the first half. Then I'm changing quarterbacks. But, like, if one just isn't really moving the offense, I'm going to give him a few more opportunities. I would like to see Shea Patterson in there. So, comparing the stats, 6 passing yards compared to 49. Gamblers, Breakers will always be set first. 33 rushing yards compared to 56 for the Gamblers. Breakers with 39 total yards, Gamblers with 105. 6 first downs for the Gamblers, Breakers with only 1. 2 turnovers for the Breakers, and Gamblers with a 13-0 lead. It is also the fewest points a team has ever scored in, or the fewest combined points in the first half. They're showing Donald Payne at the moment. 3 tackles, an interception. 3 tackles and an interception for the all USFL player. So, and, going back to the quarterbacks for the Breakers. Just comparing them so far, neither has been good at all, as, we've got the second half starting. Oh, sorry about that. Did not realize it was starting. Let me just change this to quarter 3. Alright, so I'm going to end this poll. And if you didn't get a chance to vote, just let me know in the comments. And, Zach Smith in at quarterback to start the second half of the Breakers. Here's a quick swing pass out to Johnny Dixon, who's going to... There's no way he stayed in bounds. If he did, wow. And huge play all the way down to the 15-yard line goes Johnny Dixon. Now, that was... Oh, and holding. Well, there goes that play. I feel like every play, there's an insane play. Alright, yeah, that is holding. At the end, it was holding. At the first time, yeah, he was grabbing his jersey, but both of them were engaged in a block. When Will Likely tried to disengage, that was holding. So that's going to bring up 1st and 20. Johnny Dixon's like, you've got to be kidding me. Alright, 1st and 17, sorry. Looks like the Breakers are having a little bit of trouble communicating with the players. But 1st and 17 at their own 18-yard line. Here is Zach Smith. Here's essentially same play design, but different player. This is Jordan Ellis, the running back but same idea, swing pass out to someone out of the backfield. That's going to bring up 2nd and... what? 2nd and 12. 5-yard gain for Ellis. I want to see a run here with Jordan Ellis, and we are going to see it up the middle. And he's going to get 2 yards. Maybe 3. He fell forward. 3rd and 9. So they are going to give him 3 yards there. Alright, from now on, I'm calling plays for the Breakers. Apparently they listened to me. Alright, Breakers, I want you to throw a pass here. Here's Smith. He's going to escape pressure. Takes a hit from number 5. Don't know who that is. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, they called. They listened. 4th and 3. So, I don't really think you fake this or do anything like that. They did have one really, really good fake against... I think it was the Stallions. But, I mean, they're at their own 32-yard line as, yes, they're going to punt it. Almost got blocked. Oh, he fumbled! And it's picked up by the Breakers! Huge play for the Breakers. Tight end Sal Cannella there. He had the holding penalty on the big Johnny Dixon play, which got called back. So Will Likely muffed the punt. It was knocked around by a few different people before being picked up by tight end Sal Cannella. And talk about completely flipping field position. So they go from their own 32 to the Houston 28-yard line. Alright, this Shea Patterson in at quarterback? It is. Here's Patterson over the middle. Floated it right there for Sal Cannella. Just a little too high and behind him. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. They're trying that same play design with having Johnny Dixon go out of the backfield. Here it is again. This one to Dixon. That looked like that may be a run. Not going to get back to the line of scrimmage, or barely going to. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Donald Payne in on the stop there. Oh, it's actually 3rd and 12. They're going to mark him backwards. And that'll be 3rd and 15. 3rd and 17, sorry. Or maybe they're showing the defensive guy right now. Nope, sorry. 3rd and 7. So that was a good break for the Breakers. Break for the Breakers. 3rd and 7. But I'm going back to that Johnny Dixon play intended for Sal Cannella. Is when they did that, the defense shifted the 2 linebackers. And they got caught a little bit out of position. So then they look for Sal Cannella, the big tight end. He's a swing pass to Anthony Jones. And he's going to pick up the first down, getting, like, their only first down so far today. Like, on an actual scrimmage play like that. But, Patterson just missed tight end Sal Cannella on that play. 1st and 10, much better ball movement and stuff like that. Here's a run with Anthony Jones. Getting 4 yards to bring up 2nd and 6. So now, inside the 10-yard line, at the 10-yard line actually, for the Breakers. It's the best spot on the field they've been in all day. Or all night, whatever you want to call it. Here's Shea Patterson going to keep this one. And is going to lose 1 yard there to bring up 3rd and 7. Tried like a read option there. Third and 7. Now for the Breakers. Again, being the play caller for the Breakers. No, I'm kidding, obviously. Alright, I was just going to say I'm going to call a pass play. Shea Patterson in trouble. Breaks 1 sack attempt to get 1 yard back to the 10-yard line. And it's going to bring up 4th and 6. So now, I'm thinking kick the field goal here. You are down by 13. You'd still be down by 10. Yeah, they're kicking the field goal. A 28-yard field goal attempt for the Breakers. And delay a game. To bring up a 4th and 11. So 4th and 11 now. As that backs him up 5 yards and now makes it a 33-yard field goal attempt. From the left hash. This kick is blocked by Chris Odom. And it is picked up by the Gamblers. Odom now out in front to block. Sal Cannella, the only guy back there. And a huge special teams play for the Gamblers, as that makes this one 19-0. Jeremiah Johnson, defensive back there, in on the recovery of the blocked field goal. USFL sack leader Chris Odom in on, got a hand on it to block it. Seems like a billion guys got through the line there. Tight end Sal Cannella was the only one back there, but didn't get a good angle on him. And now it is technically the gambler's ball. That's going to make this one 19-0. Extra point makes it 20-0. So, on for the extra point, Nick Vogel, as this one is right down the middle. And my score prediction is officially wrong to make this 20-0 Gamblers. Now, if the Gamblers could have played like this the entire season, they could have actually been good. Defense and special teams, huge factors for the Gamblers, as if they even had an offensive point, they may have kicked a field goal. Yeah, they kicked a field goal, I think. So, I mean, the offense... Well, the only offense on that one was... like, the pitching... Not the pitching, the punt. But really nothing much after that. They got... Well, they did have the big Johnny Dixon play. But before that, really nothing. But that got called back for holding. So Myles Garrett and Chris Odom actually went to the same high school together. As I'm sure you guys know, Myles Garrett is a NFL star. One of the most dominant pass rushers. As there was about 3 guys that got through there on the line. So now, Breaker's getting the ball back after a blocked field goal. Sorry, actually a 4th and 10 up. As great kick return there by Urza Gray. Almost forgot his name there for a second. as so I don't know if the USFL has official like awards. There's a run with Jordan Ellis for 2 yards, like offensive player, defensive player, MVP, stuff like that. But I mean, Chris Odom, he's a I would definitely consider him in the hunt for defensive player of the year. He's Jordan Ellis on swing pass, who gets about 2 to bring up third and 6. Oh, third and 4 actually. So third and 4. I like a pass play here, even though you really could do whatever you want. All right, here's Shea Patterson to throw for it, and he finds Jonathan Adams, who gets the first down before being swung down across midfield at the 45-yard line. And that's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Breakers. Shea Patterson still in at quarterback, as I mentioned, but I didn't talk about it much, as Zach Smith on the sideline. Here's Urza Gray, the kick returner, as there's a catch for 9 yards. Actually took that behind the line of scrimmage. So the Breakers are really moving the ball a lot better now. Getting the ball to quarterback's hands quickly. Now here's Jordan Ellis up the middle for a 1st down. He also lost his helmet on the play. So it seems to me like the reason they're succeeding, they're going with a little bit of a quicker pace. Also, getting the ball to the quarterback's hands quickly. And right as I mentioned, moving the ball quickly, it seems as if they may have called a timeout. Oh, let me check what that was there. Yeah, Breakers called a timeout. Okay. But quickly comparing this drive to all the other drives. So, comparing this one's 5 plays, 27 yards so far, and they only have 98 yards in total. And I mean, when you look at these drives, this one's 5 plays, 27 yards. Before this, you've got 11 play, 20 yards. 2 play, 8 yards. 3 play, 7 yards. 3 play, 9 yards. 3 play, 1 yard. 3 plays, 6 yards. 5 plays, 14 yards. 2 plays, 1 yard. So by far the best drive they've had so far today. Gamblers' defense pitching a shutout so far. But the Breakers are moving the ball this drive, as I just mentioned like a billion times. 5 plays, 27 yards on this drive. Shea Patterson going to step up and scramble. Looked like he wanted to go back and throw the ball, but had already crossed the line of scrimmage. Was chased down from behind by Chris Odom. I feel like at that point he should have just taken off and ran. Once he got... Like right there, once he got through the line of scrimmage, I know he saw either the linebacker or defensive back coming, whoever that was, but he should have just taken off and ran. But 2nd and 8. Here is a throw for Morris. Lee Morris, wide receiver out of Oklahoma, and that throw intended for him was just short and fell incomplete to bring 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 for the Breakers at the Gamblers' 32-yard line. So your borderline field goal range right now is you've got a 57-yard field goal. So the last thing you want to do is take a sack, going deep shot to the end zone. There is a flag. Johnny Dixon, the intended receiver, was held on the play. That's going to bring up a first... Whoops. That's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Breakers, I believe. Okay, never mind. They picked up the flag. They deemed that an uncatchable ball, as I definitely agree with that. I mean, it was halfway in between both of them. Jonathan Adams and Johnny Dixon. I miscalculated before. 50-yard attempt? How did I get 57? Okay, I did math wrong. 4th and 8. Here's a 50-yard attempt. Sorry, now I got myself saying 57. To get on the board, it is right down the middle. Great kick there. As that gets him on the board and ends the shutout. So now 20-3. With 4:06 remaining in the 3rd quarter. So, I believe just under 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. You have 4:06 to be exact. So, I think the Breakers are not going to be able to come back but it's gonna be close. All right, so 4 of 6 remaining. Isaiah Zuber, I believe, is number 1 back deep to receive the kick. Gamblers. No, that was number 23. 23. JoJo Ward. On the return. Previewing the North Division semifinal they've got up on the screen right now. The Stars have won 4 of their last 5, only lost to Generals this week. And the Generals have a 9-game winning streak, with their only loss being Week 1, which is the longest streak in the USFL. 1st and 10. Gambor's offense finally back on the field. This may be actually the first time they're on the field, as there's a throw on a quick slant intended for JoJo Ward just in front of him. Now I have myself interested. Is this the first time the Gamblers have seen the field? It is. It's the first time the Gamblers offense is on the field in the second half. That's also 2nd and 10, and I forgot to put the down and distance marker back up. Sorry. There was 29. Do they have multiple number 29s on their team? Because unless JoJo Ward also plays... Oh, JoJo Ward is 23. 29 is Benny LeMay. Sorry. Got myself confused on that one. 3rd and 6. And I also forgot to change the ball markers. Sorry about that. Here is Anthony Ratliff-Williams with a catch. Oh, he fumbled the ball, but was able to recover it. As Ratliff-Williams, he had a long touchdown catch against the Bandits in week 2 or week 3, I forget. Must have been week 3. And he had a long touchdown catch. There was nobody near him. And he just completely dropped the ball. But it bounced right back up to him. So, like, nothing bad happened. As there's 1st and 10. Here is Benny LeMay, no gain. 2nd and 10. Alright, they're going to actually mark that as 2nd and 9, give them like half a yard. And now a timeout is called for by the Gamblers. Their 2nd of the half, as they'll now have 1 remaining. So 20-3 Gamblers as they're in possession of the football at this moment. But both teams seem to be moving the ball a little bit better in the recent drives. The Breakers, it was good for them, but not really like good when you look at it. 9 plays, 28 yards. On the last drive, they got a field goal. It was a long field goal though. And this drive for the Gamblers, 4 plays, 23 yards. Minute and 39 remaining in the third quarter, sorry. Second and 9 for the Gamblers. Here is Bahar. Throws complete to tight end Allen, number 86. Julian Allen, number 86, 28 years old, out of Southern Miss. And that also brings up a first down. .50 left in the third quarter. Here is LeMay, and he gets about 2 yards to bring up a 2nd and 8. Second and 8, 20 seconds remain in the third quarter. They will have to run one more play. The play clock is about a 1.5 in front of the clock on the third quarter. 2nd and 8, I would expect, I don't know, run pass. I would expect a run here. And they are going to run the ball. Nope, they're going to throw the ball. That pass is broken up. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what it is. Isaiah Zuber, the intended receiver. He was looking for a flag on the play. It is pass interference. And that's going to give them an automatic first down. And an automatic end of the quarter. Well, the quarter just happened to end. So I'm going to put out a poll real quick heading into the fourth. Gamblers up 20-3. Who wins? Gamblers or Breakers? I'm going Gamblers. I mean, it's not impossible to come back from this, but I mean, I haven't been impressed with the Breakers at all today. So, I'm going Gamblers. My final score prediction, 23-10. That's my final score. So for everyone said the Gamblers, I would agree with you. If you have a final score prediction, make sure to let me know in the comments. As mine is going 23-10. Sorry about that. I must have a hole in my lip today, because I spilled water on the floor before. That's dried now. And now I spilled water on my shirt. But you guys can't see it because the camera cuts off right here. And it's about down here, so. So everyone said the Gamblers so far, 100%. Obviously, that's everyone. So Gamblers currently lead this one 20-3, and are in possession of the football. All right, they have a Generals and Stars commercial on right now. I get they want people to watch it, but that is about the 8th time I've seen it today, at least. I've seen that a lot. I mean, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that game. And just so you guys know, we will be streaming both games, having a live watch party for this for the General Stars game in the afternoon next Saturday, as well as the Stallions Breakers game at night. So I hope to see you there for both of those. And I'm gonna end this poll as they are back. Everyone said the Gamblers would win. I would agree. 1st and 10 at the Breakers' 26-yard line. Here's Bahar taking a deep shot to the end zone, and it is caught with the flag down on the field, as they're going to say incomplete. He pushed off. Tio Redding, the intended receiver, he caught the pass in the end zone. They're going to say he pushed off. And it was pass interference. Let's check. Let's see this from a different angle. He had his hand on his back, but did not. No, that's a touchdown. That should be a touchdown. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but that should definitely 100% be a touchdown. But instead, it's 1st and 20. That is one of the few calls this season I disagree with the USFL. But here is Benny LeMay, who gets some of that penalty yardage back with a good solid 1st down run to get back 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 15. Benny LeMay now 10 carries, 53 yards. Second and 15. Here is Kenji Bahar on the read option, who decided to keep it himself. Ended up being a pretty good decision, as he makes it 3rd and 10. After a good solid 5-yard run there. Actually, they're going to actually mark that as 3rd and 9. So, sorry about that. 3rd and 9. Here's Bahar. Oh, he fumbled the ball. And it is Breakers football defensive end Sharif Miller recovers for the Breakers. Huge turn of events. it looked like it was going to be a play action pass, and on when Bahar went to pull it out, they just lost the ball. Or I don't know if the running back grabbed it thinking he was going to get it, or I don't know what happened there. Some kind of miscommunication, or just he dropped the ball. I don't know. So now the Breakers with the football. Now if they can cut this to a 10-point, if they can get this to a 10-point game, well, they would want to get it to a 9-point game because then it's a one-score game. Because if they cut this lead, if they score a touchdown here, and score 7, and that would not make any sense. You want to go for 2 here and make this a 9-point, or do you go for 3 here? So only need 2 later. No, I'd go for 2 here and make it a 9-point game, because remember, with the 3-point conversion the USFL has, if it's 20-11, that's a one-score game. So if the Breakers go down and score a touchdown here, then I'm going for 2. First and 10 at their own 31-yard line for the Breakers. Shea Patterson in at quarterback. And it is... looks like a defensive penalty. Nope, false start. The Breakers offense to make it first and 15. Obviously not doing themselves any favors right now. So now first and 15 at their own 26-yard line. Here's Patterson. Quick throw out to Urza Gray. It's like a running back receiver hybrid. They like to get him in space as he's their kick returner. But didn't really do anything there to bring up a second and 15. Here's a short pass to Anthony Jones, not doing anything. As he's going to lose a yard to make it third and 16. So, I don't disagree with getting the ball at Shea Patterson's hands quickly. But, I mean, you've got to, like, not like they don't have to get it out like really, really quickly, but they should at least make it like up the field a little bit, not throw it behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, maybe like once a drive that's good, but not like multiple plays in a row. Here's Patterson. He throws low, intended for Morris, And that fell down incomplete. That's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure before I told you guys something wrong. Fourth and 16 as the Breakers will now punt. Isaiah Zuber back deep to receive for the Gamblers. And that punt heads out of bounds. So now, first and 10 for the Gamblers. Let me change this. Give me 1 second. So, Gamblers getting the football back as they just want to finish off this game. As there's 11:50 remaining. So I'd expect them to run the ball quite a bit. Try to drain that clock. In fact, in the first play, I think we're going to see a run. On the first play of this drive, I think we're going to see a run with Benny LeMay. As he's been their leading rusher so far tonight. He's overall been pretty good. 10 carries, 53 yards. And he's also their leading receiver. 3 catches, 26 yards. Under pressure, Kenji Bahar gets rid of it quickly, throws out to JoJo Ward, but that was incomplete. Sorry, not incomplete. Caught, but may have been better to drop that one, as they did lose 2 yards on that play. But then it does keep the clock rolling, so you lose 2 yards, but the clock keeps running. Here is number 12. Who's that? I forget his name. Number 12 is Whaley. Devois Whaley, a 24-year-old running back out of Arkansas. Third and 13. Here's Bahar to throw for it. Over the middle, knocked away. Good coverage there. Good timing of the hit by number 14. Neville Clark. Big 3 and out there by the Breakers defense, who's missing some of their top players due to just being rested, I believe. Like, I don't believe they were hurt. Let me check real quick. As that is fair caught or something at the Breaker Zone 16-yard line. So now I gotta change this to Breakers and 1st and 10. And I'm also just checking really quickly if there was any like injury designation for any of those players like Gerard Fernandez and Davin Bellamy, or if they're just rested. No injury designation, just resting them. As I just missed something. Some kind of flag. No. Never mind. I missed nothing. 1st and 10. First and 10 to throw in 17. Here's a run with Jordan Ellis. Oh, if he was able to break that tackle. Anyway, able to get 3 or 4 yards, bring up 2nd and I'll call it. Okay, they're gonna call it 2nd and 7. I was actually gonna say 2nd and 6. Here's Patterson. Completes it to Johnny Dixon. That's gonna get about a gain of 4 to bring up that 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 3 is what they're gonna. Here's Patterson. Quarterback draw. Dives forward for the 1st down. Good effort there by Shea Patterson. Because he got hit very early. But, good effort to stretch that ball out. Johnny Dixon in the backfield. As here's a run with Jordan Ellis, who ran into a brick wall before finding his second. Before getting 2 yards on the 2nd try. Second and 8. Here's Patterson under pressure, able to get rid of it. Johnny Dixon. Good job to find him under pressure, and that's gain of 5 to bring up 3rd and 3. 3rd and 2 actually. Whenever I say something, you're like, you know what? You said that, so we're gonna change it. Third and 2. They've thrown the ball pretty well, not really able to run the ball much this drive, so I would expect another pass here on 3rd and short. And timeout is called for by Shea Patterson as the play clock was winding down. So now, I don't agree with using timeout to stop the play clock, but in this instance, I do agree with it because you need to convert this 3rd down. To make it, you need to get a 1st down here and convert. So I would have called that timeout to make it. You have a lot higher chance of converting on 3rd and 2 than you do on 3rd and 7. So that is an instance where I do agree with calling a timeout to prevent the play clock from hitting 0 and taking the delay a game penalty. Third and 2. False start. Well, it'll be 3rd and 7 anyway. False start on either the left guard or left tackle. They both started going, but I didn't tell which one went first. I think it was the left guard. Third and 7. Patterson under pressure and sacked back at the 25-yard line. That is not what they needed. I mean, I know you're deep in your own territory, and it's probably like fourth and long. It's 4th and 13. But do you consider going for this? I mean, there's only 7 minutes left. Now they're going to punt this, okay? Gamblers with the ball. Isaiah Zuber steps out of bounds. Yeah, I just noticed something. Ever since Will Likely muffed that punt, he hasn't been the punt returner. It's been Isaiah Zuber. First and 10, 6:45 remaining in the ball game. Kenji Bahar and the Bandits, Gambore's offense. Sorry, don't know why I said that. Back onto the field. Here is Allen, the tight end, for a gain of 3. Julian Allen. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Second and 7. Here is excuse me. But that was a run with Benny LeMay. Which went backwards. That's going to bring up 3rd and... Alright, I don't know what it is right now. 3rd and 9. Here's Bahar escapes the pressure, rolling out left, and he's just going to tuck this one, and he's content to take it out of bounds to bring up 4th and 7. So the gambler is now going to kick this one away. Johnny Dixon calls for a fair catch inside his own 10-yard line. And now the Breakers get the ball back. So 1st and 10 for the Breakers. Here's Anthony Jones breaking outside, getting a yard. The thing with the Breakers today is they just haven't been able to do anything. Run the ball, throw the ball, nothing. There was Jones with a 1st down run. As they're actually able to run the ball a little bit on that play. Here's Jones, this time getting nothing. Here's 2nd and 10. Urza Gray in motion across the formation. Patterson looked right in Gray's direction before being swung down for the sack by number 99. I had no idea who that is. Ahmad Gooden was number 99. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 15 after a loss of 5 on the sack. Here's Shea Patterson. Again under pressure, this time escapes. It's outside the pocket. Throws over the middle, short of Sal Cannella. Now, I know it's 4th and 15. But do the Breakers really care about this that much? Yeah, they're not going to go for this. We're just gonna kick it away. No, they are. What? They are punting. I just didn't see the punter because he's standing in the end zone. Wow, they almost blocked that. Here's Isaiah Zuber playing it on a hop, or several hops. And just gonna scamper out of bounds at the 35-yard line. .220 left in the game, as the Gamblers are seemingly on their path to improve to a 3-7 final record, while the Breakers will fall to 6-4. I mean, I really don't think they care what the record is, as long as they're in the playoffs. Here's I forgot his name, Benny LeMay, for a loss of 2 yards to bring up 2nd and 12. Wait, what? They're gonna mark that 2nd and 10. Okay. And we hit the 2-minute warning. So usually I put it at a poll, 2 minutes left, whatever. But, like who wins and stuff like that. But, I mean, I'm not going to. It's a, not like a blowout, but like it's not that close. So, I really don't think there's any question on who's going to get the win in this game. As I think we can all agree it's going to be the Houston Gamblers getting the win, as they lead this one 20-3. With 2 minutes remaining. Second and 10 for the Gamblers. Here's LeMay with some tough running, getting about 6 yards to bring up 3rd and 4. With a minute 30 remaining. Well, now we hit a minute 30. But 3rd and 4. Here's a toss out to LeMay, who's going to get the first. Wow, he just ran somebody over. He's going to get the first down. The Gamblers lost twice in the final play, 3 one-point losses, and led in 4 of 7 games. Led in 7 of 9 games, where they led in the fourth quarter. 5 of them are losses, and 6 of their 9 games have been decided by 1 point or less. Alright, and Gambler is just going to take one more knee as this one is over. Final score, Gamblers 23, Gamblers 20, Breakers 3. Whoops. I thought I highlighted everything and then deleted it. Alright, so the game is over, and the USFL regular season is officially over. Thank you for joining me on this Father's Day evening. Happy Father's Day to any fathers out there. So that's gonna do it for this stream. If you have any comments or anything like that, make sure to put them in the comments. Let me know. Right now, as we wrap up. So final score, Gamblers 20, Breakers 3, as you can see at the top of your screen. So make sure to like and subscribe. I do my best to post as often as possible. And I will see you in tomorrow for MLB Power Rankings and USFL Power Rankings. And I try to post every single day. Also, I will be doing a stream for both games next week. So make sure to like and subscribe. I do my best to post as often as possible. And that's going to do it. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.